So hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing every contest. Okay, so today we will start with the Codeforces round 1078 div 2 with the problem C. So what is the problem? The problem is the secret message. So it is a big text. I will show you what is the problem. So in this problem, what we have k strings, each of size n, like this. From these k strings, we have to create a resultant string of size n2 these strings of size n, and this string is also of size n. So how we would make this string? The ith character of this string should be the one of the ith character of these strings, like these. One of these character we would make our ith character of the resultant string. Okay, so how we will decide what character should we take? So for this, there is one catch. We have to minimize the informativity of this string. So what is this informativity? If this string is s, so informativity is the size of the string t, and this t string would make the string s by concatenation. Like this s should be created by the concatenation t plus t plus t. And the informativity is the size of this t. Size of this t is the informativity, and our resultant string would have the minimum informativity. So we have to develop or create a string with minimum informativity, whose each index would be created among the ith index of the k string that we are given in the question. Like, you can read the question very well. I hope you will do that. So I will explain with the input what we have given. Like if we are going to this input, then minimum informativity string we would get from this is inf. Like this resultant string is inf for this string. So we would make this string by this string by concatenation of inf. And the informativity of this would be 3, because the size of t is 3. So according to the question, this would be the minimum informativity, because we have the answer of this string. So answer would have minimum informativity. So this is the minimum informativity. And also you can check, is it possible to have the informativity less than 3 or not? So how can we check? You can see the size is size is 9. So for making the 9, what would be the possible size of t? Think on that first. So we have to develop or create the string s by the t string by concatenation, so that size of t always be the factor of n, and divide %t would be 0. Only with the case we can create the string s with string t. Okay, so we can check every t for which n% t equals to 0. So in the 9 case, what we have 1, 3, and not 4, 5, 6, 7, and only 9. Okay, so if we would check this, then we would get our resultant answer. So in this case, the 3 is answer for the question. So can we reduce it? If we check for 1, so what would be our t? So in our t, we have only one character, either I or n. So can we make so can we make the resultant string with either I or n? So for 0th index we can do, if we go with I, for 1 we can do, for 2 we can do, for 3 we can do, but for 4 we doesn't have I, so we cannot take I as the first index of our t. This is the only index also. And for n, we doesn't have any n present here, so we cannot also take n. So here we would check for 3, and if we would check for 3, if we would take I from here, n from here, f from here, then we would get inf, and inf is also present in every sub array of size 3. Like you can check, here I is present, here n is present, here f is present, and in this string also I is present, n is present, f is present. In this string also I is present, n is present, f is present. Okay, so that's why here answer is 3. Now how we can approach this? So I think I have tell you the logic also. If you have catch up, then very nice. Okay, then I will tell what is that logic I have tell you. So to develop this s, one thing is compulsory. Like for every I, our possible character of the I would present at I index of any of the case string. Okay, one thing, this is compulsory. And the second thing is, what is compulsory? Ki the size of the t must be the factor of n. If the size of the t would not be the factor of n, then we cannot make n size string. Okay, so can we check for every factor? Like if our n is 16 or 15, so can we check for every factor of 15, like for 1, 3, 5 and 15? If we check for factor for size of 1, we can do that. Then we will get our answer, our minimum string answer. What is our minimum string? And we would concatenate this string, how many times that would make n, then it would be our answer. Okay, so how can we do that? I will show you in the code, it would be better for you. Like we have to check for every factor. Like in this case we have size of 12. So in this 12, what we have factors 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. So suppose we will check for 4. For what we have to do, we have to find a character among these which is present here, here and here, like 0, 0 or 0. And for 1 also, if any character, we have to choose a character which is present here also and here. Likewise, we have to choose a character from this sequence, second, third. Okay, so we have to choose a character from this sequence which is present 0th column, on 0th column. For one column we have to do the same, for the second column we have to do the same, for third column we have to do the same. So if we find the required character for every column, then we would get the answer. If we would not get a character, like I have a character like B present here, but it is not present in this column. Okay, so what is mean? I cannot make the informativity string. This 4 size string would not be the informativity string because this B is not present here, here and here. Okay, so let's see what I have did in the code. Here what I have taken, I have taken the input n and k and store the every string input dot pushback temp, and here I have calculated the factor of n that I have tell you earlier. Okay, I have to go to every factor, so I would calculate the factor here from this function. Okay, I am calculating the factor of the n, and first and after that we have to sort the factors because our concern is to take the minimum informativity. If we got the answer at in second factor, then we will not move further because if we move further, then answer would be greater. Okay, so here in line 61 we are iterating for the every factor 0 to factor of size, and now for every factor, like if we are taking the factor 4, then we have to check the every substring of size 4, this substring, this substring, this substring, this. So how we are doing that? We have to iterate 0 to 4 means 0 to fact I. Okay, and for every index, what we are doing, we have created an unordered map of char int in which I am storing every character of present at this column, and this column. Okay, I am storing this. How can I am doing that? So here you can see I am iterating L equals to j, L less than equals to n to L plus fact I. Means if I am present on the ith index, this jth index, then I have to check j plus fact I index. After that j plus fact I index. The same I am doing here. Okay, and for every j I have to insert each character in the unordered map. And one thing I have to follow, I have to make sure the character I am inserting would not be repeated. So first I am inserting in the, I have taken the set and I am finding the current character with what I am going to be enter is present in the set or not. If it is not present in the set, then I would insert in the our temp and insert in the set also. Likewise, I have until here I have inserted all the characters present in every column, every respected column, not every column, on every respected column. For 0 this one, okay, and for 1 this one. So what we are requiring from this map, we have to find a character whose repeatance, yeah, whose number of occurrence would be greater than equals to n fact I. How is it? Because n fact I is a value which give me the number of sub arrays. Like we have n equals to 12, so if we are calculating for n equals to fact equals to 4, then we have to find a character which is present 3 times here, here, or here, this way. Okay, so in this temp I am checking is any character present whose occurrence is greater than equals to cnt. If I got that character, then I would put it in my answer or break from that. If I would not get a character which is present my required times, then what would I do? Then here it is sure that we would not make this factor size string our concatenated string. What we are going to be concatenate, we cannot make that size of a string, because at this index we doesn't have any character which is present it would be present on all the respected columns. Okay, so here if flag is false, then we would clear all the answer we have filled until yet. Like if suppose I have filled for that, means I have got the required value for this column, then I have filled these values in this answer. So first I have to clear this and break our loop. Okay, and next we would go with the next iteration of the factor I. Okay, so in this way we would go through this, and if we would get answer size equals to fact I. Okay, so why is the fact I? You understand, I think, because we have find the every index character, in a character for every index. Okay, so we have break that. Now we would get our final answer. Final answer would be the concatenation of our answer string. So we would get how many times we have to concatenate. We have to concatenate by n upon answer dot size. I think you would understand this logic. Okay, so if you are not understanding, please comment it down. I will tell you in the comment, and we would make concatenation of this answer and return this final answer. So I hope the explanation would be clear. If you find any doubt or something, then you can comment it out